There's an increase in the number of hate groups in this country, and a number of media organizations are just lapping it all up. They say there are now nearly 1,000 active hate groups in this country. That would be an increase from last year. The problem is those numbers don't tell the story. In fact, they could be an outright distortion. Kitty Pilgrim has our report. Kitty?
Lou, the Southern Poverty Law Center says absolutely hate groups in America are growing. They say the debate over immigration, the recession, and the election of Barack Obama, the first black president, is animating more hate groups. But the director of the Southern Poverty Law Center today admitted there are no data on the increased recruitment of hate groups.
It is a kind of perfect storm of factors that at the very least favors the growth of these groups. You know, whether they are actually able to translate all of these things into recruitment, you know, we have yet to see.
Now, we talked to the FBI today about the report. The FBI does not recognize the term hate group. They told us they do not monitor individuals or groups of individuals based on what they think or they say or because a group or an individual espouses a cause. It's only when a line is crossed and when an act of violence is committed. Now, by that measure, hate crimes are going down. The FBI uses data collected by state and local law enforcement agencies, and this is what we found. In 1995, hate crimes totaled 7,974. In 2007, 12 years later, they totaled 7,624. That's a decline of 4%. Meanwhile, the U.S. population rose 16% in that period of time. So hate crimes are definitely declining, according to the FBI. And it's interesting, Lou, what the Southern Poverty Law Center defines as a hate group. They say it's based on ideology. It's not based on action. It's not, if you're included in this group, it's not based on criminality or violence. Or
define a hate group, according to them.
They say it's any group that thinks less of some other group, that thinks that they're inferior. That's their broadest definition, based on ideology, and that's how they define it.
Well, you know, that would not be an appropriate way to look at any group, but at the same time, one wonders how Mark Potok, the head of the Southern Poverty Law Center, could say that conditions favor the growth of hate groups, but they have no proof of recruitment. You know, this is, I mean, that's pretty pitiful, really. And I know a number of news organizations picking up and going with this because they think it's a ratings grabber.
You really have to push this report to say, what are they really saying here? Now, they're including nonviolent groups with violent groups. The definition is so utterly fuzzy on hate group that...
Which obviously the FBI, the Justice Department, rejects.
They absolutely do.
All right. Thank you very much, Kitty Pilgrim.